But if you want a budget-friendly set, we recommend the Hisense U6HF, which has features like quantum dots and local dimming that are missing on most competing 50-inch displays in this price range. In this video, you can find all our picks for the best 50-inch TVs, including an entry-level LED display for casual viewing and a QLED designed with gaming in mind. Best 50-inch TVs 2024, the top sets for every budget we've tested. Of all the 50-inch TVs our experts have tested, these are the best. While big screen TVs get a lot of attention, some spaces aren't large enough to fit a massive display. If you have a smaller living room, or are shopping for a TV to put in a bedroom, a 50-inch set is a great option. Though there are fewer mid-range and high-end models at this size, the best 50-inch TVs still offer a reliable viewing experience, and they're often a lot more affordable than their larger counterparts. Our top pick is the LG C3, one of the few OLED TVs you can buy in under 55 inches. When it comes to premium performance on smaller screens, this model is an outlier since it delivers top-notch contrast and perfect black levels in a compact form factor. Number 1. Best Budget 50-inch TVs, Hisense 50-inch, Class U6HF Smart Fire TV. This 50-inch display has Amazon's Fire TV platform built in for easy access to tons of streaming apps. It also boasts advanced picture quality, features like wide color support, up to 600 nits of brightness, and local dimming for a budget-friendly price. Hisense's U6HF is an older version of its U6K QLED. The newer U6K is the top budget pick in most of our best TV guides, but it's unavailable in sizes under 55 inches. However, the U6HF is still sold in 50 inches, and it remains a great option for the money. Like the U6K, the U6HF uses a QLED panel with quantum dots to produce a wide color gamut and a solid peak brightness of about 600 nits. It also has local dimming to help control the TV's contrast, enabling it to brighten and darken across specific areas. But unlike newer U6 TVs, this model uses regular-sized LEDs instead of mini LEDs in its backlight. This means it has fewer zones to work with, which makes it a bit more prone to halos around bright objects on dark backgrounds. Still, few 50-inch TVs can achieve this level of image quality for the money. Most competing models at this price lack local dimming entirely, and many lack quantum dots as well, so they're limited to a more narrow range of colors. However, the U6HF can't avoid other common pitfalls of TVs in this class. Most notably, it has subpar viewing angles, so contrast and colors fade if you sit off-center from the display. It's also limited to a 60 Hz refresh rate, so you can't get high frame rate support when paired with a console or PC. The U6HF uses the Fire TV interface and features Alexa voice control. Hisense used to sell another version of this set, simply called the U6H, that used the Google TV instead, but that edition is discontinued. Though we prefer the Google TV model, since it has more picture calibration options, there's no denying how much value this set offers. For a typical sale price of under $400, the U6HF is the best 50-inch TV you can snag on a budget. Number 2. Best Overall 50-inch TVs, LG C3 OLED Evo Smart TV. The 48-inch LG C3 is the ideal TV for people who want a smaller display without sacrificing picture quality. It uses an OLED panel, which is rare for TVs smaller than 55 inches. This type of screen gives it key benefits over the cheaper LED and QLED sets that round out the rest of our guide. The C3 offers all the perks that OLED screens are known for, including pixel-level contrast control and wide viewing angles. On LED and QLED displays, black levels can look elevated when you watch TV with the lights off, and colors and contrast can distort if you sit to the side of the panel. But on the C3, black levels disappear into a dark room without any blooming around bright objects, and picture quality remains consistent even if you're off-center from the display. The 48-inch C3's peak brightness of around 600 to 700 nits is very respectable, especially compared to other displays in the 48 to 50-inch class. Though Sony and Samsung sell brighter OLED TVs that use quantum dot filters, that feature is only available in larger sizes. Simply put, there are few TVs this small that look this good. Outside picture performance, the C3 offers solid smart TV streaming via LG's WebOS platform. The interface isn't our favorite, but it still provides reliable access to all of the best streaming services, along with built-in support for Alexa voice control. The C3 is equipped well for the latest consoles, too, with a 120Hz refresh rate that can support smooth gaming on a PS5 and Xbox Series X. However, unlike Samsung's OLED TVs, the C3 does not support a 144Hz refresh rate when paired with a PC. At a typical sale price of just under $1,000, the C3 is pricey for a 48-inch TV, but the jump in picture quality you get over our other picks is substantial. Number 3. Sony A90K Series, Bravia XR OLED Smart Google TV. The Sony Bravia XR A90K is quite a remarkable display that hits all the right spots in its range. Only available in a 42-inch and 48-inch model, it's best suited for those looking to get a smaller screen that's just as powerful as the best 65-inch options out there. Best of all, if the A90K comes equipped with an OLED screen, so you get rich details and stunning vibrancy no matter what you're watching. You will have some expected downsides as such, like quite a low peak brightness of 218 nits in standard content and just 640 nits for HDR content. That's not a knock at the A90K, though, as a lower brightness level comes standard on most OLED TVs. At least with the A90K, you get quite a grand gaming platform, as it sports 2 HDMI, VRR, ALLM, and even 2 PlayStation 5 specific features, Auto Genre Picture Mode, and Auto HDR Tone Mapping. Thankfully, the Sony XR48 A90K is still a great alternative to the company's new A95 LQD OLED, which isn't available below 55 inches. It might not quite have the flawless gaming feature set of the LG C3 OLED above, but it's close, and a very good gaming TV in its own right, particularly if you're a PS5 player. It's fair to say that movies come first with the A90K, though. It delivers an extraordinarily detailed rendition of everything you play through it, and it majors on picture authenticity, particularly in terms of colors and contrast. What perhaps sets it apart from the competition most, though, is the A90K's sound quality. It sounds a bit lightweight and thin compared to larger TVs, such as its A80L and A95L stablemates, but it's very good by the standards of TVs this size, producing very clear and detailed audio. The Acoustic Surface Audio Plus technology, which features actuators that vibrate the whole screen in order to make sound, also allows the set to sound very direct and spacious at the same time. We always recommend adding a dedicated sound system, particularly when buying a premium TV such as this, but if you're determined not to add even a soundbar, the A90K is the 50-inch TV to buy. Number 4. TCL 50-inch Class S4 4K LED Smart TV. The TCL S4 is the best 50-inch TV for buyers who want an affordable display for casual viewing. This entry-level model lacks advanced picture quality features, but it's an inexpensive option for basic smart TV needs. The S4 uses a regular LED panel without quantum dots or local dimming. This means it can't produce a wide color gamut, and it can't control its light output across different segments of its screen. As a result, black levels will veer toward gray or slightly blue when watching movies in a dark room, and HDR movies and shows won't play with the same peak brightness and color accuracy as they would on a QLED or OLED TV. And like most TVs in this class, viewing angles are poor, so colors will look faded if you sit to the side of the screen. All those cons might make it sound like the S4 is a bad TV, but that's not really the case. It's just that this isn't a model geared toward videophiles, home theater buyers, or serious games. It cuts costs to offer the bare necessities for a decent image at an affordable price, and in that sense, it's a worthwhile set. This is a display meant for people who want a cheap but reliable 50-inch TV that gets the job done but nothing more. The S4 is available in Roku TV, Fire TV, or Google TV variants, so you can choose which smart TV interface you like best. We like Roku for its simple navigation, but the Fire and Google options have the benefits of built-in support for Alexa or Google Assistant, respectively. Number 5. Best mid-range 50-inch TV for gaming, Vizio MQX QLED 4K TV. Vizio's MQX is designed with gaming in mind. This mid-range TV is one of the few 50-inch QLED models available that supports a 120Hz refresh rate in 4K, and it can even support up to 240Hz if you game in 1080p on a computer. This enables a smooth experience when you play games with frame rates higher than 60 frames per second on a PS5, Xbox Series X, or PC. The TV also uses a QLED panel with wide color support and local dimming to help control contrast and black levels. However, the display only uses 16 dimming zones, which is low, and can cause more noticeable blooming than you'd see on QLEDs, with more zones, or on OLED TVs, with pixel-level contrast. At a peak of around 400 to 500 nits, the MQX's brightness is decent for a TV in this class, but a bit under the minimum of 600 nits that we recommend for entry-level high dynamic range performance. If you're buying a 50-inch TV with HDR movie watching in mind, we think you're better off with the Hisense U6HF, since it can get a little brighter and has double the number of dimming zones. However, the U6HF only has a 60Hz refresh rate, so the MQX has a clear edge when it comes to gaming. Both TVs have subpar viewing angles, so neither has an advantage there.